Hey class, this is Ron here. I'm commenting on our forum for PE 582 in regards to a problem in either your field that needs to be addressed. And so a problem that I've done research on it for another class actually too as well is um, the amount of minority head coaches in college football. Um, Most of the studies that you will find on this focus on, the FBS level, so the top level of college football, um, where if you look at different studies, they will have the number of African American athletes at about 50% of college football, so they make up, a large chunk of college football, and so so some of the most recent studies that I find are from 2015, and in that study you'll have 128 head coaches there are in the football subdivision, and about 8.6% of those coaches are African American. So there's obviously a big gap. Obviously, the on-field talent, but there's obviously a big gap from on-field talent to the sidelines. Um, I think what a lot of people kind of see, a lot of times you see a lot of African American assistant coaches and different position coaches, things like that, that handle stuff. But a lot of times when it gets to the top level or the where they actually have the job, the title of head coach, that's where it stops. That's where you're not seeing as many coaches on the sidelines. So that's some of the topic that I think is, for me, it's just huge because of obviously I'm in coaching now, and you kind of just get to see it. I think a positive thing that is coming out of that is if you look at the NFL, there were two African American coaches hired this this season. So with the Chargers and the Broncos. So to see that, it's obviously something that's on people's minds. So now there's even a rule now in the NFL where owners have to interview every single interview process called the Rooney Rule, where they have to interview at least one African American candidate. So I think just diversity in general is huge for the game of football, college football, and even beyond. I think it's a great thing to definitely look into because I think it's just good for that. So, I guess one more topic that the article I used um, hit on is it's talking about the presidents of the FBS school. So it's kind of making a direct correlation between the presidents of the FBS school and kind of the hiring. So basically, it says there's 90% of the presidents of FBS schools are white, and then about 4.7% are black. So, with that kind of ratio, it's kind of, I guess, in their minds, it's kind of easy to see why, okay, hey, there's probably not going to be as many hired per university. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree that means that you're not going to hire them, but I guess I see what they're saying as far as how many, what the percentage is. So I think it's a great topic, and it's something that, there's plenty of research out there on. There's plenty of things out there to gather more research to kind of see where you stand in the topic. So I'm interested to hear your guys' comments. Good luck with the rest of the week.